weird thing, and I guess not that weird. I'm in a good relationship, like the best relationship I've ever been in.
Nice.
My issue, though, is that I've just put on so much weight since I've been in this relationship. Like, I'm aware that, like, people get happy and they maybe put on extra weight, but I'm like 260 pounds now.
My goal weight.
I've never been this big. I've always been in good.
My goal weight.
How tall is he?
Would love to get to a nice trim 260 again.
A nice lean.
Nice lean 260 at 5'7". Go ahead, Eldest.
But I'm like 260 pounds now, and I've never been this big. I've always been in good shape. And the problem is that whenever I, like, take my shirt off around my girlfriend, she's like, she gets turned on by it. She loves that I'm big. Like, she just loves my belly. And you're a big guy, and I don't know, like,
pal.
Is it weird that I, like, feel insecure about it? Because, like, if she likes it, then who cares? I don't know. It just, like, is there a way I could be like, hey, I like that you like that I'm sexy, but I don't like that I feel so fucking fat all the time.
Those F's hurt me, dude.
I don't know.
His enunciation hit me.
Feel this way about it, but I feel like this relationship has been so good, but physically I'm like just not in a good place health-wise.
Interesting.
So I don't know. One fat guy to another.
Okay, the hard F fat I've never felt before.
Yeah, I feel like he's like roasting you. And like,
you're the fucking fat one,
bastard.
Yeah, and
How do you deal with it?
And he's complaining that his girl wants to fuck him too much.
Yeah. This is strange.
You're weak-minded, my friend. Yeah. You have one of the most weak minds I've ever come across. You're basically letting societal standards that your own girl that you love and say you're in a great relationship, your own girl doesn't subscribe to. You're letting what other people, other faceless, nameless people might think of you affect how you see yourself, right? And look, I'm not going to tell you that you should be fat, right? From a health perspective. Obviously, like, if your diet has gone to shit, if there's things in your life that you want to fucking take care of, that's fine. But if you're in a place where your partner loves the way you look and you can adjust your habits to be healthy, maybe you lose a little weight, maybe you start working out more and so you can become big in a different way, and maybe you kind of meet it halfway where, you know, you're taking care of your diet, you're not overdoing it, and you start to feel healthy, and maybe you don't look, you're aging, maybe you don't look as good as you used to when you were younger, whatever. If you can get to a place where you feel healthy and you're still a little bigger than you'd like, you're being a fucking pussy about this. You're in a great spot right now, and I wouldn't let this, like, it feels like to me, this is some like fat phobia that he's turning on to himself a little bit. You know what I mean?
This reminds me a lot. I feel like women have this issue a lot sometimes.
Yes.
Where like they'll be like, you know, I hate my huge big titties. And and then the man will be like, well, I love your big titties. Yeah. And they'll be like, well, I want to get a breast reduction. And the man was like, well, I'll leave you.
We'll be like, oh!
I'll leave you if you fuck up what the Lord.
What did you say?
Yeah. Right. I feel like this is just reverse. Like this woman is like, don't you dare lose a pound. Yeah. And he's like, but I don't feel sexy.
Yeah.
Which is like
crazy. I hate to sort of turn toxically This is basically toxic masculinity versus fat phobia, and I'm like, fucking bitch. You know what I mean? You're being a fucking pussy, chief.
Yeah, 260, you know, I don't know about, look, if he's 5 feet, 260, that's huge, but 260 is not terrible.
Right.
And if you could stay around there and still, you know, be active, don't be a slob, that's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. And I really think more than anything, this is like internalized, you know, you don't feel hot the way traditionally women struggle with. But it's like, who is it for? I guess the question is, what about this? Really look at the stem and the root of this feeling to you. Because for me, I can tell you personally, and maybe this is a little obvious to people, but like, I only ever I mean, now I've gotten old enough where it is about my health because, like, but when I was younger, it's like I only lost weight to get attention from women.
Sure.
It was never about anything else. And that's my own issue, that I let that dictate a little too much of my thing. But it's like, there's also the exact, you could go a little bit opposite where it's like, this isn't even affecting this isn't even a positive to you. You seem so sad and you've kind of hit the jackpot. You've hit a situation that most men would kill for. You get to get fucking chubby and your bitch loves it. And then, yeah, dude, do some fucking bicep curls. Be like a stout bouncer type guy and eat a little less. If you're feeling unhealthy, fix the other parts of your life, but don't worry so much about your body. Work on how you think about yourself and think about why you're so judgmental to yourself.
Dude, I once dated a girl and she was like a small girl. She was probably like 5'2", like petite girl. And her thing was she wanted a man that was like 300 plus.
Yeah. What's she up to?
And
I'll tell her to holler at me, dude.
I felt like I felt the opposite guy. I was like, I'll never be that.
Yeah,
I could never be 300 plus pounds.
I have literally found there have been times where I hooked up with somebody randomly, right, on one of my great solicitations that you talked about earlier, right? And I assumed they were a fan of some of the podcast, of stand-up, whatever. And I've hooked up with a couple girls who straight up did not really know who I was, and they liked fat guys. And I was just like a fat guy on the internet that they wanted to fuck. There are people out there. They were hot. We 1 for 2, but they were, one was very hot, one was fine,
Yeah.
But no. It's like the people exist like this, and it's like they definitely and in his case, it's like. You found somebody who likes that. You need to figure out, this is your own shit. You need to figure out what's at the center of it. And that's sort of more long-term advice. Practical advice, I think you hit it on the head, where it's just like, you're not, as work out a little bit. Don't feel overly sloppy or whatever the fuck. But you're fine, dude.
I feel like he should have sent a picture with this this call.
I'd love to see how fat you are.
So we could be like,
yeah. Oh, we take it back.
You gotta fuck what she said.
We take it back. I don't know. Your tits are so strange, dude.